Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Today is the day Diddy's family arrived at the courthouse, and let's see what TMZ says that we can expect from today. So the jury is up first, right? And opening statements from prosecutors and the defense today. Jury selection is up first this morning, so they've already done that because it's way far in the afternoon. And they had 43 jurors to still go through. And the goal was to pick 18 from the huge pool and then 12 jurors and 6 alternates. So after the jury was selected, they went on to opening statements. So Diddy's defense wants it to make look like he was a swinger and not a criminal, right? And also to say that he and Cassie both had a hand in everything that went on. So Diddy is facing 5 charges relating to sexual trafficking, prostitution, racketeering, and he is pleading not guilty. Let's keep going. So now we're on to the pool has already been selected. They have the final 18. They have 12 jurors and 6 alternates. And the opening statement started today. So this is what Diddy motioned to his family. That is what articles are saying when he walked in. Like I said, his children are there, his mother's there, and one of his baby moms, I believe. So the prosecution and the defense team started calling out their choices of individuals to take down, right? But the judge said, no way, this is not a racial discrimination situation. So he just knocked that right on down. This is how the final pool had been identified as jurors. So this is what that is. And the judge sought to have a full jury seated by last week, but 2 people had dropped out at the last minute, so they had to continue on this morning before they could start with their statements. Child, this is what has come out since they have started, that Diddy would have escorts, allegedly, to urinate in Cassie's mouth while she was choking. Can you imagine? Cassie is very pregnant. And this is what the first thing is coming out. So Emily Johnson is the assistant United States attorney, and she is running point for the prosecution. And she told the jury that Diddy forced Cassie to have relations with these escorts while he watched. That is crazy. So, of course, the feds called what Diddy was doing the FOs, but he had other names like Wild King Nights and Hotel Nights. And the staff organized these parties, transportation, lodging. The rooms were filled with lubricant and lighting, and they would pay them cash and also provide drugs for them. And when Diddy instructed, allegedly, they said that he instructed all of this to happen. And he also instructed the women there to look like they were having a good time. Child, they said Cassie was 19 years old when all of this kind of started, right? And they claimed Diddy often got violent with her. And the prosecutors had gone on to say that Diddy would get into a rage when he found out that Cassie was seeing another man. And he brutally beat her, kicked her in the back, flinging her around like a rag doll, and made videos of her with male escorts. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. This right here, this paragraph right here is so devastating. So they did reference the infamous video in the hotel when we saw Diddy, put his hands on Cassie, right? And they went on to say how he would stomp her in the face in the SUV. Then she would have to stay in a hotel for a week to hide her injuries. And he would put his hands on her if she was in the bathroom for what he thought was too long, right? She knew she had no choice when he wanted her to have one of the FOs. That is horrible. Child, so then they talk about this Jane Doe that Diddy was spending time with in 2020. And she was starting to catch feelings for Diddy, right? So she had been referred to as Jane Doe throughout the FOs. She thought it was a one-time thing, but it wasn't. They're saying that she wanted the escorts to use condoms, but Diddy wouldn't allow it. And she had to take drugs in order to get through the parties. Like, he is a monster. So, as we all know, Cassie is going to testify, right? But also some escorts who allegedly saw Diddy drag Cassie by her face during one of these situations he had. So, he has pled not guilty. He's saying that the FOs were consensual, and Cassie was all about it. So far, this is all I got. Let's go into one more thing. Child Tory Lanez has been stabbed in prison, and he is currently in the hospital. Today is a day, honey. So TMZ is reporting that Tory was in the yard at the California Correctional Institution today, Monday morning, when another inmate stabbed him, according to multiple sources, including one in law enforcement. It's unclear of why this happened to Tory, but he was rushed by ambulance to a civilian hospital in Bakersfield. This is a photo of Tory last week. He posted of himself. Like, Tory has really been working out, right? And he was bragging about his next album will be dropping soon. And it's a possibility that because he was bragging and talking about what he has coming up, because Tory does have a talent, and when he gets out, he can definitely do something and people will buy his music, versus someone who doesn't have a talent and may not be coming out anytime soon. So we don't know what the motivation was, but it could be anything. Y'all, I feel like we are in it for a long haul this summer. We're going to have a lot to talk about. We're going to have a lot of opinions, and we're going to talk about it. It's your girl, Millie Chun. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.